Behind me is sitting the OPUS OP4 camper trailer. We've had it for coming up 12 months now. I've had lots of questions about it. So we figured it was time to do a walkthrough and review of it. In this episode, we're going to run through all the features of the camper trailer, such as price, weights, what it is made of. Then we're going to do a full setup, how long it takes, run you through everything it has once it's set up, and then we'll do a Q&A at the end. Proudly supported by Ultimate 9, Tread, Opus Campers, Superior Engineering, and in part by. The camper trailer is a aluminium body, galvanized steel chassis and drawbar. Underneath, the suspension is coil springs and there's dual gas shocks on either side. Comes with mud terrain tires and they are a 235 by 75 R15. The weight of the OP4 is 1,550 kilos when empty, and it has a 440 kilo payload, which is what you can add to it. The current price of these on the Opus website is $34,999 plus delivery and on-road costs. Finance is available.
You can pay with finance.
That's a few of the main stats you'll need to know about it there before we set it up, which we will do now. One other thing I will say is we literally just got back from a trip away in this thing, so it's scratched, it's dirty. We packed it up in the wet, so it's going to be a little bit wet inside. We didn't clean it up and make it look fancy. This is just how it is after us being out the bush using it. Now I've got a camera recording a complete time lapse of this, which we will show after with the timer how long it takes. I'm going to record Demi do it on the main camera. And then Demi is going to set it up by herself, just the one person, because I've had a lot of questions about that. Do you need two people to set it up? No, you don't. It is quite easy with the one person. So we're going to run through that and you'll see a bit of a time of how long it takes as well. Keep in mind that we're filming and talking through it as we go, so it will extend that time a fraction.
I've done this many times by myself. So you just have to take these off first.
Don't freak out under pressure.
I freaked out, guys.
She's already panicked.
Two big ones. This is the most difficult part. Freaking out, guys. Take the rest off.
So there's a lot of just unlatching really. Go around and unlatch all the latches.
I just go around in the circle because it just makes it easier
to remember where you're up to.
Yeah.
So at the back there you drop down the back tyre, pull out your couple of bars which we're going to use in a minute.
Last three latches. And I just put them in here. So they're safe.
Sometimes it gets a little bit sticky breaking the rubber seal between the two layers.
But I'm strong, so I manage.
As I said earlier, there's leaves and it's probably going to be a bit wet in there and stuff because we just came back from the bush and the rain.
And then under here, I just put one latch around, you see.
Which holds down that front bit.
Yep. And then you've got these latches up here, and then just keeps this side on. Now you've got your foundation, you just go around and secure it all, little pegs. undo the door. If there's two little latches inside, which you'll see just here. There's your door. Put this on the outside. A few more little clips. Secure your sides. It's like I'm telling you how to do it, babe. Extra secureness. Now these back ones, you've got 5 at the back, so 2 on each side and then 1 in the middle.
And these are your air valves. So obviously we undid them when we packed it away, and then when you do it up, you screw them back in, which is going to hold the air in when we turn on the air pump in a minute. When you blow it up, it's just blowing up like central poles that then open up the whole thing. Like the whole thing itself is not full of air, it's just some main structural bits. But we'll show it once it's actually up, be a bit easier to explain.
Here we go.
And then you have to pull the awning bit out. Yeah, well, we don't have the annex, so there's a couple of options. What we have is like the sunshade thing or something, but some versions come with a full annex as well, you know, depending on which sort of mod you add on.
A bit dirty, guys.
Yeah, a bit dirty and wet.
So what we were taught is you pull it out to the join, and that way it's easier to blow up. And there's also
Yeah, it's just on the back there.
one on the leg,
Yeah, one more valve to do up, which is your valve for the awning part.
on the right side leg.
Yeah. So you spread it out.
Click her in.
So then in underneath your power box here, so we have to
Turn the power on,
yeah, flick it on.
and then turn the air on, and then press the button, and away she goes.
So that's probably been about 7 or 8 minutes so far, I'm guessing, which is one person doing it by themselves. 2 people, you do it much quicker. And at this point, you stand here, relax, enjoy whatever beautiful location you're at, and wait for it to blow up. Which, what's that take? Maybe another 8 minutes or so?
Yeah.
Which pretty much does the whole thing itself at this point. You may just have to get in under and lift the awning up there at one point. That's her. All done. Obviously just got to be pegged down. Now that's all set up, we'll just finalise a couple of things on the outside, such as the kitchen, and then we can go in and show the inside. So big.
That's what she said.
Now this kitchen can be used and opened and utilised without actually setting up the trailer, so we often use this for lunch and that when we're on the road. Comes with a 4 stove top, like 4 cooking areas, gas cooker, a little slide out table here, and then you've got a kitchen sink here, so you can take everything camping including the kitchen sink. That's got a tap there, so you can hook hot and cold water up to that underneath. And then this is where, so there's your hot and cold pipes are in there, and this is your gas one, which hooks into just there when you want to use the gas. Other than that, the kitchen's got a couple drawers there. So in this one, you pull out, you got all your utensils. Other one, we've got some herb spices. And that's the kitchen. Do you want to?
Leg.
Oh yeah, there's a leg which comes down to support and stabilize it. Over here on the other side you got your fridge. Yeah, so the fridge, you can get the fridge with a camper trailer separately, or you can put your own fridge in there. So it's all set up electrical wise to hook straight in via Anderson plug. This is a big 95 litre fridge freezer combo, and then on that side you've got a slide out pantry where we got all our
Supplies.
Yeah, kitchen, cooking gear, everything.
Well used, that's why it looks like that.
Yep. And then this power box here, So this is kind of your main control station, which we did show just before. And they're the levels of your water tanks, which are both empty at the moment. And that gives you your percentage remaining volts, amps it's currently using, all that sort of stuff. So I'll quickly go into it now. It has a 105 amp hour lithium battery in there for power. That obviously comes with the camper trailer. It has 240 volt power, so house power, so you can plug in a socket, and then USB power as well. And then the power obviously runs the air compressor to pump it up, as well as your fridge and your lights all around it. And that's pretty much this side set up. Do you want to just show the front, like where the gas bottles are and stuff? So the front compartment here, you got 2 gas bottles in there,
Yep.
which are for, obviously for your cooking. Then you got 2 jerry can holders at the front, so you can put water or fuel in them. So we have a 20 litre diesel jerry can there at the moment, which is for the diesel heater. That is an add-on you can get with these things, a diesel heater, which is bloody awesome in the winter. Keeps it so toasty warm in there. And 20 litres, from memory, will get you about 4 or 5 days of like continual on and off use, like through the night, warming up a bit during the day and stuff. So it lasts pretty well. Opus do also have an air conditioning option as well. So depending on whether you're going regularly to hot or cold climates, you may want to choose one or the other. Now this is obviously the opposite side to the fridge. This is pretty much just a storage area. So you've got a slide out drawer there where you can store bits and pieces and whatever you need to. And this one here is to plug it into mains power. So if you pulled up at home and you want to charge it up before you go, or a caravan park on the road, plug it in and keep it running for as long as you want. Now I didn't really mention earlier, but this is a storage rack or a roof rack, a camper trailer rack, whatever you want to call it, which goes over the top. So we'll often put, extra things there, whether we put a couple of extra swags there or our surfboards. We got the treads there at the moment. And when you pop it open, they can just stay on there. So you're not like having to get them off to open up your camper trailer, which is good. Also over this side, you have your 2 fill up points for your water tanks, which are both in under the trailer there. And they provide water for the kitchen over there, your shower here, and just any general water that you want while you're on the road. Demi's just trying to find the right key now to open up the shower so we can have a look at it. And then here you have your shower. Demi's giving a shower demonstration. So you got your hot and cold tap there, and shower on the side. And there is actually a shower attachment, which we do have. So you can set up a little, enclosed area here so that you can have a nice shower, hot shower when you're on the road. Now that we've showed all the outside, we can jump on in here and have a look. So this is what it looks like. We haven't touched it yet. We just opened up a window. So you can come in, start opening up the windows, and the final thing you need to do here is the couch. Is that right?
Yep.
So what do you need to do?
Just put the pieces
off the floor up,
yep,
all your backrest areas.
Yep. And it comes with a canvas, is it a canvas one, and a waterproof one.
Yeah.
And then the fly screen's the fly screen. Yeah,
so you got like an open air fly screen. You got this one which will keep wind and rain out, but you still let light in and you'll be able to see. And then you've got a full canvas one to block everything out.
And you've also got storage like at this end of the bed.
You got your table there. You got a lot of extra storage in here too. This one is actually the portable toilet. More storage in under there. There's some extra couch cushions and stuff there. In this model we got a double bed there and we got a double bed there, but that one is the one that can be extended into a king bed using those extra cushions under there.
Yeah,
and that's
you wouldn't know that because you don't make the beds.
Yeah, I've literally never made the bed in here. You like the camper trailer? What's your review on it? There's a couple of speakers over there too, so this does have a little sound system in it where you can play CDs, plug your phone in, all that sort of stuff. This is also to control the diesel. Yeah. This is where you switch your lights on and off in the camper trailer. So along the roof you got LED lights, and then you've also got little underlights like down here everywhere too. And then what I was explaining before with how this works with setting up a van, where a lot of people get confused, like all this has got no air in it. it's just your main structural poles here that pop up with air and then push the whole thing open. So these are actually, I'm fairly sure they're triple layered. They're really thick. So your chance of actually popping one, well, I've never heard of it happening. I'm sure you could probably manage to do it somehow if you stabbed it with something. But yeah, like if any of your canvas or anything gets a little rip in it, it doesn't change anything. This is where all your main air and structure comes from. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 main poles throughout the trailer. Also, like up on the roof, you've got more windows too, so you can let in like lots of light and air into this whole place, you know, have it right open.
The mattress, is it comfy?
Oh yeah, so the mattress, my guess is they're 100 mil maybe. They're pretty comfy. I've never had an issue with sleeping on this mattress. Like, it's been quite comfy for me. Sometimes you were saying you wish you had a little bit more.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's because Zeph's on me though.
Yeah, maybe because you got a baby sleeping on you. But they're not as comfy as a home bed, but to me, I would be more than happy for camping on this mattress weeks at a time. Worst case is you get a little egg topper or something if you need them.
They have also got some extra add-ons, including you can get things that close off the beds. So they attach to all of these little clips and you can have it separated from the main part.
Put a little wall there,
yeah,
if you don't want to look at the kids on the other side of the camper trailer.
Or they don't want to look at you.
Close them off. And we've also got actually darkness infills.
Yeah.
So we've actually got, like, you can put them into and make it super dark in here during the day if you want to have children have naps or adults have quiet time. So I reckon that's about the main run through of everything that we can think of. I'm sure we've missed a couple of things, but hopefully not too much. What we're going to do now is we're going to pack it up, put it all down, and at the end we'll do the Q&A. So we'll just do a time lapse of packing it down. It's all the same but in reverse, similar amount of time. Pack up done by Demi herself. The time on this camera is 10 minutes and 20 seconds, so it roughly took you about 10 minutes to pack the whole thing up yourself. That's pretty good.
Pretty bloody good, mate.
We're all packed up, we're back home now, and we're going to do the Q&A part, a little bit of a summary and our experience with the Opus. Demi's got the questions from Instagram, so hit us up.
So people want to know about the storage. There's a lot of storage possibilities, and there's enough storage for like a family of 4 or 5. How's it in the wind and the weather and the snow? And
we've had it in heavy rain. Remember, it stormed on us one night and no rain got in. Like, rain seems to be not an issue. It's quite weatherproof.
Yeah.
I'd have no problem camping in it for a few nights in the pouring rain.
Yeah.
Wind wise, it was really windy when we were on Fraser Island. We had issues with the awning blowing over it, but that was only because we didn't have the proper pegs. Yeah. Like, we didn't have sand pegs. We only had the little metal ones trying to peg into the sand, and the wind was just ripping the pegs out.
Inside it wasn't though. Like, when you're inside the tent, it wasn't windy at all.
Was there a little bit of wind noise? I can't remember now.
Well, we had the windows open.
Yeah, there was a little bit of wind noise, but it wasn't like, it didn't keep us awake all night. Yeah.
Towing. Like, how good is it towing? Is it heavy? Blah, blah, blah.
I feel like I'll answer a few questions in one here. The honest answer is, this is the only camper trailer we have ever owned. So we like it. We're happy with it overall. It's very good for us.
Yeah.
But I don't have anything to compare it to.
Yeah.
So I haven't like tried some other brand and then, because like with the 4-wheel drives, I've had multiple 4-wheel drives now. I can tell what is a good and bad 4-wheel drive and what works well. I'm happy with the Opus, but I can't compare it to anything. Like, a tow's pretty good. We've done Morden and Fraser Island with it. We've done a few trips out the bush now. We've done some hill climbs, some big river crossings, all that sort of stuff. And it's all gone really well. I don't have anything to compare it to.
But yeah, it's good to tow. It doesn't feel heavy in comparison to just the car, I feel.
Yeah, I feel like it tows really well. That also is going to come down to what you're using to tow with it as well, I assume.
Do you do Cape York with it, or / hard tracks?
Yeah, you do Cape York with it. I'm trying to think like the telly track. I reckon you do the telly track, you'd just take the easy options. Like, I wouldn't send it down the hard gunshot and things like that. I'm happy to do full driving with it, but not like extreme full driving. I just feel like it's too much of a hassle. Like, it's not worth it. There's no point.
It's not as fun.
to do like touring four-wheel driving in it, like a few hill climbs. We would do stuff in it that is easy for a twin-locked 35 vehicle, but would be sort of challenging for more standard four-wheel drive.
Is it worth it?
Is it worth it? When you're going with the family, yes, I would say it's worth it. If it's just like me and say Kai going, I wouldn't really say it's worth it unless you're going somewhere to set up and chill for a few days.
Yeah.
But we do a lot of travel, moving every night. I wouldn't really see it as worth it. But yeah, when you're going with the whole family, 100%.
Yeah.
Just depends what type of camping you're doing. If you're going to set up somewhere for a few days, bloody perfect.
Yeah, like when I went camping with my family in it.
Yeah.
That was like amazing. Like set up for a few days. Like it was good.
Yeah. Whereas if you're going traveling and like
day.
every day, like moving spot to spot, trying to do like all new tracks and that, I wouldn't do it. Best
and worst thing about it. Well, I think the best thing about it is like that you have somewhere that's like out of the wind, out of the rain. Whereas like with a swag, it's like a bed and that's it. And like with a rooftop tent, it's a bed and that's it.
Yeah, like
I love that part about it.
If bad weather comes in, you're stress free.
Yeah, you're not in bed.
you got heaps of room in there for activities.
The worst thing for me is just like packing it up and down when it's hot or when it's raining. But like I feel like that's with
any campsite.
Like you always like dread the pack up and pack down, but like I dreaded the pack up and pack down with the swags and with the rooftop tent as well.
I feel like it's a bit of extra hassle, like getting it on and off the car, and it's a little bit longer to pack up and set up. But then when you compare it to just going camping in general, like my general setup with swags and that might take 15 minutes, and this might take 20-25 minutes. Yeah, and like it's an extra 5 to 10 minutes by the time you're hooking it up and setting and packing up. But either way, it's effort.
Would we recommend the camper to people? Well, I do constantly.
But yeah,
I love it.
Well, yeah, I'm happy. As I said before, I'm really happy with it. We really like it. I'd recommend it.
But we don't have anything to
But people say, "Oh, would you get this one over that one, or how's it compared to other ones?" Like, I just can't answer that. All right, I think that's it. OPUS OP4 camper trailer walkthrough, a little bit of a review there at the end done. Any final words, thoughts, things you want to say? Because at the four-wheel drive shows, when we do the four-wheel drive shows, that's like everyone talks to you about how's the camper trailer. What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it's weird. Like,
so you're the professional camper trailer person, apparently.
That's because I'm the one that tows it and puts it up and puts it down and makes the beds.
Yeah, do all the work.
No, I feel like we're pretty lucky to have one. I love it. And it makes me feel safe too. Makes me feel like my kids won't get kidnapped.
Boom, 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 boom. Is that alright to start with? And then in this video.
Price of this beauty.
Do you want to do a couple? How come?
It's not my channel, chills. The Crocs.
Crocodile.
Okay. I really need to wear socks.
Okay, what's first?
Price, 35k approximately. We're back home now and we're going to do a Q&A.
There you go, you got it. We're back home now and we're going to do a
Why couldn't you just
Q&A.
leave it as what I said?
Well, maybe we'll use your one. Look at him.
He wants to be the photographer.